So first one is your work and progress management indicators. Management indicators we have to cover up first, and before directly going on to work and progress, let me tell you some more points about it. So there are these three fundamental sets of management matrices: technical progress, financial status, and staffing progress, under which these three matrices are being divided. Technical progress relates to our work in progress. Financial status relates to our this part. Sorry. Hmm. Financial status relates to our budget and expenditures. Then third one, staffing progress relates to our staff and team. So obviously these three only are being categorized. So it is, there are these three fundamental sets of management metrics, and by examining these three perspectives, management can generally assess whether a project is on budget and within time span or not. Financial status is very well understood and it has always been. Most managers know their resource expenditure in terms of budget and time. Problem is to assess how much technical progress has been made, and so for that purpose there are different strategies, different things are available that we have to know. And management indicators recommended here include your standard financial status based on earned value system. And what is this earned value system, that also we will cover up. Objective technical progress metrics tailored to primary measurement criteria, and the staff metrics which provide insight into team dynamics, how good the team is doing. So those things are all over is your management indicators. So first one, let us go with first one now. Work and progress first. So what is the meaning of this work and progress metric? Work and progress metric, various activities are there in iterative development project which can be measured by defining a planned estimate of the work, then tracking progress against that plan. And each major organizational team should have at least one primary progress perspective. So for the standard terms, the default perspectives of this metrics, work and progress, are these ones. Default perspectives of the metric. So work in progress, basically what we are talking about here, there are different activities, planned activities according to which we are working, and then we have to track the progress against that plan. Okay, that is the main purpose over here. And default perspectives of this metric of work in progress are these ones. First one is use cases demonstration, which is part of architecture team. Then software's lines of code and software change orders that are being closed. Closed means which are completed. Any changes that came up has been tackled, resolved, and done. So that's why SCOs closed. Then assessment team, how many SCOs are still open, how many changes are still pending to be completed. Test hours executed, how for how long the testing has been done, evaluation criterias are being met or not. Management team has to check whether milestones are completed or not. So by utilizing these parameters, we can check our work and we can track the progress. And for the same thing, this diagram has been shown. So what this diagram is showing to us, expected progress for the typical project with three major release. So three major release means we are right now on the basis of the work done and on the basis of the time period, we have done release one. So you can relate it with your alpha release, beta release, and fully functional final release. So at release 1, you have checked what are some flaws, what is the feedback, what is the feedback of the customer, and which is some percent functional, not fully functional. Then release 2, which is more functional than release 1 but not fully functional. So here, on the basis of the feedbacks, we have made some updations in our project, and then we have released it again. And finally, after getting the complete feedback on the basis of the maximum functionality is updated, we are giving full release of the product. So this diagram is showing the expected progress of a typical project with the 3 major releases. Just one example has been shown. Okay, on the basis of the scheduled time period for the project, the work that has been done, and at what time 100% work is being completed. And these triangles are nothing but your milestones and major milestones also, you can say. Okay, so here, in a broad way, what you have to remember for work in progress, that these are some parameters on the basis of which we have to track our work and progress of the work that is being made. So I think you can remember these some of the points, and if you have understood it well, there will be no need to cram it. So how we can track our work, how many lines of code are being added on the basis of the changed requirements, how many things are being updated, how many changes are still open, how many changes are closed, how many milestones are completed, then use case demonstrations. So on the basis of all these things, we have to track up our things, and we have to track our work over a period of time. So that is the purpose over here. Second one is, second metric of management indicator is budgeted cost and expenditures. So here, obviously, as the name is suggesting, we have to talk about the finance status. So financial status, to maintain the management control, measuring our expenditures over a project life cycle is very much necessary. And this metric measures budget incurred over a period of time, how much investment we have made over a period of time. So that is the purpose over here, and we want to track up whether the investment that is being done is under the planned investment or not, planned budget or not. Okay, so that is the purpose over here, and how much more we are going to uh, invest into the project. That is also a part of this metric that we want to check. So how we will do that? That is, there is some earned value system. So I don't want to go in too much detail right now because we are about to complete the time. So I want to take this topic in next class.